Hey, you guys. Welcome, welcome. Oh, welcome in, everybody. I see my two mods, Muffin Top and Judy. I don't believe Donna is here. I don't see her. Welcome in, guys. Let's see here. So today, let me turn this thing off here. I don't changed a little bit of the format because I actually would like to put some photos out there and not say much about them. There's a lot going on right now, and the crazy thing is I really wonder if it's going to get the authorities moving or is it not. So, on that note, welcome in Muffin Top Judy, my two mods. We've got A1 Way Street, member, Nancy member, Sassafras member. Whoa, we've got a lot of my subscribers in here, which is fabulous. I love it. It's really nice to see the turnout that's happening here as we move forward and really try to make a difference. Hi, GH White. And we shall see if it happens. Hi, Vanessa. Welcome. Lucy, hello. GP, hello. Peace, love, and light, welcome in. Monkey Shine, welcome in. I don't know what you guys are seeing in this photo that I put up to start with here. That's very funny. I already have a thumbs down. That's hilarious. It's actually funny to me tonight. So I'm just going to be going over some photos and not giving much of my thoughts on them because I think you guys, what I'm showing tonight, the last half, I believe you guys already know what I think about these photos. So I'm going to put them out there and really look at them, you guys. And I'm going to look in chat and see what you all have to say. I think that that's important for me to do tonight. Most of my pictures, the first about 10 photos are not from Andrew Hilt's page. All the rest of them are from Andrew Hilt's page 11 months ago. 11 months ago, I did a great live. And as I said, I have been looking back at my own information to see what I could use in present time, right? This video that I went over, I believe is very important for me to go over again tonight by showing you just the photos that come through it. The video itself, you could go watch and see what it was about. I'll leave it in the description. But there are a few things I'm going to go over before I do that. This photo here, to me, was the most important photo. It's a really important photo. Do you guys have an opinion on this photo? Did anyone would like to share what they see in this photo? As you look at that, I'm going to be pulling a few things. This photo shows a lot of information. Let me see. Does anyone see certain information that looks familiar to you? A baby's head. Looks like a body without a head. The ear. Person in a box. As you guys are looking at this photo, look beyond the photo. Look behind the photo. Look at the information that the photo is giving you. The photo gives a lot of detail that is important to start noticing at this stage of the game, because it's this kind of a detail that I show you guys when we're on a live. Look at the design and the pattern that is behind the baby's head. You've seen this before. It's actually something I actually just noticed. And I didn't realize how much it gets repeated until I decided to focus in on these photos. I'm trying to look for a picture right now to see I have one photo of Summer, and the reason I didn't look for it before is that it didn't occur to me until this very moment. I have a picture of a photo of Summer that has a fish-like design. Oh, I think I know where it is. I think it's in her cylinder photo. Wait a minute. It has this fish-like design on it. Same colors, but it's the most prominent photo that I have that holds this design. Let me look. I'm just going to look at the cylinder, and if it's in there, it's in there. If not, that's the only place I'm going to look. It's a fish-like. 1 second. It's sort of in this one. Let me pull that one out. All of these photos come from a year ago, right? Found it. Okay. Let me show you how these are. This look the same to me. Pit Mom. Pit Mom asks, WCIA Network, when the maroon boxes come up, can you circle for me? I don't know why, but I have trouble seeing them. For sure, I will circle them for you tonight. And that's okay you don't see them, because it's difficult to see something and look for something that you've never seen before. You've never had to look for a maroon box in a photo before, so it's something that it's very difficult to see. Just like I just said to you guys, tell me what you see in this photo, and nobody said anything about the background. What I'm saying is you're not going to say anything about the background until I bring your eye to the background. Just like with the maroon boxes. So don't be hard on yourself. That's exactly why nobody is seeing it. I mean, even the information that I showed today, that I said that the car that they said sped by is on, it's on a platform. No one's even acknowledging it, and it's on a platform. So, it is hard. So this photo here, I wanted to start with because I am showing you that this, to me, resembles a Summer Moon Wells missing child, if not even Summer Moon herself. The child that's coming out in the background is showing. But this photo right here, if you guys remember it, that's Summer in her cylinder. Now, let me flip this. No, wait. Vertically. No. We have to do it horizontally. Wait. Okay. This here is a very important picture. This here is a very important picture. What I am saying is these are similar. My photos tonight are going to make a point. That no matter how many photos I'm going to show tonight, the authorities aren't going to do a damn thing. My photos are going to be graphic. They're going to be trigger warning. And they're going to be clear. To me, this is Summer. Laying peacefully. I know this is Summer. And her head is in the cylinder. This here is her head. This here is someone kissing her. These here represent animals. This photo is representative. The only thing that's in the bottom in the box is Andrew. That's who's in the box. That's not Andrew's ear. This is a child's face. This to me is Summer. Now, I am not saying that Andrew has Summer. I am saying that Summer Moon Wells' photo is right here. And this is why I wanted to start with this photo, because Summer Moon winds up just like that. I feel a direct connection between this photo and the photo that I found in his video. To the point where I am actually pissed off. Summer Moon's last day here on Earth, she had no hair. Her head was bald. Anyone that comes in here and puts his thumbs down, just get the fuck out of here. Literally. Just leave. Wait, let me see. Oh, wait, I didn't even finish it. Wait. Save as. 61 pages. I knew this wasn't it. I'm going to start this PDF with the pictures that I sent into Moscow. I explained it very well. I pinpointed the fact that their car, that they say is their car, is on a platform, right? This here is what I went over yesterday. And this car, to me, is a real prime example of what they're doing, how they're doing it, and how they're getting away with it. I am going to show you a maroon box. I'm going to crop and paste it so you see it clearly. So when I say the maroon boxes, I noticed right in the beginning. Right in the beginning when Candace kept taking selfies of herself in front of these maroon boxes. Every time she went to the lake, she was taking pictures of herself. And I'm like, notice the background. She's always taking photos with these boxes behind her. So they look like this. That one comes from that photo. This same maroon box is in the car mirror. Watch this. So these are little. Well, maybe it's in here. Here, the maroon box moves. So the maroon box is right here, which is sitting inside here. Now, I know to look for it because I know my eye goes right to it because I've been looking at them for so long. They move. They move them because it's their main element. These things that are in these fake cars are part of their equipment. So these maroon boxes are moving, right? And when you see a box like this and they're piled up and they're moving, now it's in the garage, right behind that yellow thing. The goal would be for the authorities to find these maroon boxes. They are a main element. This is seriously something that is really bothering me. All over the news, down to CNN, News Nation, NBC, ABC, Good Morning America, Fox News is talking about this car that flew by the moment and the night that those kids were murdered. This car, how no one has noticed a few things. The car is just like KIELYRODNI's car. It's on a flatbed, just like Summers is on a flatbed. Let me first show it to you before I turned it into black and white. Do you guys understand how frustrating it is when we see that this car is not only on the flatbed, but it has the maroon pieces underneath the car that is moving with the car? This is the same car that I showed was outside of the house with the maroon boxes underneath it. It's the same car. Let me point out the maroon boxes for you. Now listen, this was from Fox News. Yesterday, I believe. They're running it every day. I don't know when this was. It says, yesterday at 6 o'clock. Right? Why aren't they blowing this up? That car's not driving on the street. And it doesn't have wheels. See the wheels? Those are not the wheels to this car. Those are fake wheels. Fake teeny wheels that are used in this process. These are the wheels to this. They're not even positioned correctly. Look at the lights. Someone came up with a theory. And they put these teeny little teeny tires I showed you on here, and then they put larger tires on, but this car does not match this car at all. Not at all. The wheels, you guys, do not exist. This is what I showed you the other day when there were little teeny wheels inside the wheels. And this car is not touching the ground. It is being pulled on a flatbed. Under the wheels is the maroon stuff that goes with them. This whole entire thing is a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit. KIELYRODNI's car was not her car either. Correct, Rumpel. Rumpel. That's the very first thing I noticed wrong about Kylie's car. The tires, the small fake wheels. They weren't wheels. They're metal pieces. And they're doing something to the car after the fact. I just need the authorities, not the authorities, the media who is spreading this stuff to know that this is fake news. Look at the back of the car. Do you see the flatbed coming out of the back of the car? Do you see what's going on here? They are putting it in your faces. These people cannot believe that we're buying this shit. That we're buying this shit. The back of this car has the same thing KIELYRODNI's car did. It's right there. And that's probably the same box that KIELYRODNI had. This flatbed most likely is carrying the kids away or bringing them back to the house after they were sacrificed. They're right there. See the green faces in the tires? This thing is bringing them probably back to the house to dump them in the house. Because this, I am so disappointed that all of this was taken on as fake news with every social media, television outlet. It was bought by the people who get paid to be anchors, to produce their own television shows, and no one caught it. Not even Como. I'm like, are you seriously talking about this car that you didn't look at? They didn't inspect it. There's no way they inspected this. This is the same thing they did for Kylie and for Summer. Our social, the people of this country are buying this shit. This is a bunch of crock. And I'm not just saying it because fake news. I'm saying it because it's right in front of you. It's right above. It is right above. The car is right above Fox News logo. So Fox News logo is saying, just put it right over their logo. This is what they're saying. And it's so clear. It's clearly wrong. Look it. They're saying this car was speeding on the road. On what? No tires and a flatbed. And with the maroon elements. These are elements, you guys, to children that have been murdered. Like, what is it about this? Nothing. Nothing. There's nothing here. The only thing that's here is the same information that they're feeding all the other stations and cities and states that are doing the same sacrifices. Why? Because they can. And here's my question. What are they pulling back here? That's a finger? Are we supposed to actually think these are fingers? Just like there were fingers on KIELYRODNI's photo? It's just getting too repetitious. So whoever's doing this, we're going to keep calling you out. And just keep putting these fingers in there where they don't belong. And then all of a sudden you're going to have 10 murders with fingers in the pictures. It's just not, it doesn't jive. Doesn't jive. Someone's like, oh, don't you know that's a telephone? Guess what? It's not a telephone. It's the back of a telephone. This doesn't make sense. The car is in this thing. In this thing. And if I have to call bullshit every time before I get on live to say that I cannot believe that around the country, around the nation, they're buying this. They're drinking the Kool-Aid. They are drinking the Kool-Aid. This car is not that car, and this car is definitely not on the road. That's it. A bunch of crock of shit. I made this point yesterday. That phone that you see right there, all you gotta do is place the little teeny house on top of it, and you've got yourself a SUMMERWELLS fake car with fake freaking whatever you want to call it. I'm going to crop it and show you. Understand that this photo here that I compared it to is this. Okay? There's no difference. This car had no wheels. I showed it to you with no wheels. Then they put wheels on it and put it on a flatbed. And then they connected this little teeny house that probably carries our little teeny maroon boxes. The only difference is they used a fake phone. You might as well just do that and call it a day. Because the same thing that is under Summer Moon's trailer in Maroon, in this maroon person, where the tire should be, is the exact same thing that is showing up in the fake tire over here. Boom. See, this is the tire. Do you see how there's like that maroon thing underneath it? It's the same thing. You could line this up. It's a cookie cutter. This is a cookie cutter. You can't even tell me that that's a phone. This photo wouldn't even turn out this way if that was a phone. This is this. Trust me. Because this is the front of the car. This is the back of the car that's connected to the flatbed. You look very carefully to the bottom and you see the maroon pieces that are connected to the fake tire. I never thought I would be arguing against the authorities, because this here, if they would watch the story, matches all the way down to the night before. This situation, we have a photo of Summer Moon in front of this little thing the night before she was gone. This here belongs up here, right up here. They are not doing their homework. Like, what the fuck is that over there? Seriously. It's terrible. It's what it is. It's fucking embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Inside the bus, I wanted to show you these real sharp objects. I looked back at the bus before I go into Andrew's photos. Everything in here really points to the maroon boxes being stored inside the shed. And then they travel underground and out. That's what this is showing, and I'm sticking to it. I'm going to point out the maroon boxes. Let me just make them a little darker. Let's see, color correction. Contrast. Okay, yeah, contrast worked. These are the maroon boxes that were hidden inside the walls of this shed. They got picked up. They traveled over to the bus and they put them inside the tunnel, which took them right away. Here I'm going to circle the maroon boxes. Soon you're going to be able to see them really well, but it does. It takes time. Trust me. Here they are. And what they're saying is all of this, you guys, was kept inside this tin this tin shed he had. But then they moved him on a flatbed over to the bus that then took them away. And no one saw them go away because they didn't use the dog trail. They didn't use any of the trails. None. That's why they didn't give a shit. They're not going to smell anything on the dog trails. Nothing. Not through these metal boxes. Fingers are definitely cut. But I don't really care. The authorities may not be listening, but I'm telling you, the people who are doing this, I'm going to just keep throwing in the faces until someone's like, just fucking answer her. Someone do something and just do it. You know why they're going to say it? Because they're going to have no other leads. They're going to be like, oh, what the hell? Sorry. My sparkling water. They're going to be like, what the hell? We might as well give it a shot. They're going to have no other thing to go by. But this is the Wells property. That I know. And everything that they do really, really does give all opportunities to line this up. See the maroon boxes as this, their icons change. The icons change to match the process that they're in. Right? They just change. Oh yeah, there's a lot in here. What was also extremely important, you guys, when you get close to the very old, rugged, old trucks, guess what? They all have new bumper guards. These are all new bumpers on trucks that have been sitting in their grass. They get new bumpers and then they get new bumpers again. They're consistently changing them out. That right there is an affirmation that they are using bumpers. They're using bumpers. They're putting shit in there and they're putting it under the truck. Because when you get close to these trucks, you know, Don was working on trucks all day long. He worked on them all day long. And you know how many times he put new bumpers on? All day long. I'm going to show you the maroon stuff that's behind the bumper. These are brand new shiny bumpers on their trucks. And there's the boxes behind the bumper. Really hard to see, but they do it that way on purpose. Those are new bumpers with all new maroon boxes in the front. This shit is connected to the bumpers, you guys. The front of the car, and this is how they move the Idaho 4 shit, and this is how they move KIELYRODNI's. Right there. It is right there. It's a new bumper with the maroon boxes connected to it. KIELYRODNI's video showed it the best. The best. This here goes into the tunnel that's back there. First they show this next to the bus, but they also show these down by Don's treehouse. Wait, let me, not treehouse, shed. Let me see if I put it in here. Oh, I did. So you've seen these boxes, you've seen these. But as you continue, these things move from the shed back to the tunnel that's by the bus. They move. So anything that's moving within one video of a second video that lasts just like 5 seconds from one place to the next, and you see that elements are moving with you, well, there's a problem with that. Here's the inside of the car, and here to the left are those bars that are moving from the bus into that tunnel. You can see it, it's right there. They're like little cages. But that's what you see inside the car. And most likely that's what is inside the car that was just on Fox News. But it's not going to be discussed, is what's going to happen. That white car is as fake as any other white car, starting with SUMMERWELLS case. Period. Yeah, these movies tell the truth. They just put deep fake over it. That's all. They're telling the truth because they know no one is going to look. This isn't the inside. No matter how you slice and dice it, this isn't the inside of Cam from Kraken TV's car. That's not even a car. And he's saying that this is inside his car. It's not. It's not even a car. There's no difference between that thing moving in this car as this thing is moving from the bus. It's moving in a way that you don't see it. You can't smell it from a dog, and you can't see it from a drone. You can't. They pretty much have this down pat. These are the same things moving. This here is the same thing. You can't find this unless you bust it open. It goes right in there. Bye-bye. These are open areas. Open areas. This is what's in the trees. This is what is moving from Don's property probably over to Jody Sue's property. It's right there. The reason I also say Jody Sue is because this video takes you to Jody Sue's house, and it shows all this information the whole way. Why does it do that? Because no one's watching, and they know no one's watching. They don't know. They know that the law enforcement isn't going to say shit, and no one is going to challenge it. Now, I thought they were investigative reporters. Investigative reporters would investigate what is that on Don's property right by the bus. What that is this a little house that SUMMERWELLS goes in. And it gets lifted and it's gone. That's what this is. It's a little house that takes them away. Takes them right away. And no one is bringing them justice. No one is stopping it. And the authorities are not giving a shit to really look into this. There's no difference between that little home and this little home. They're both moving. But they're moving in a way that you cannot trace it. I don't think it's fair. I think it's sick. I think it's cowardly. And I think it's being lazy. And I think that it is losing the definition of what law enforcement's supposed to do. They're supposed to investigate. This is not difficult. See that green thing? It's right there. There's no difference, you guys. Understand that there's a sacrifice in here. There's a child that is being brought to the next location. It's very, very sad. And nobody is stopping them. That's all they are praying for. To stop it. Being lifted by a crane. And it leaves no evidence behind. None. Where and when did that happen? We need Columbo. We need Columbo to come to our rescue. This stuff is very obvious. This is what's on Don's property. These are tracks, and they're right there. The bust area has a lot of stuff that I know that I could find just standing there. And that red car has a new bumper. People are probably like, what's with the new bumper? The new bumper holds new information. That's what they change out. They change out the bumpers. And behind this red car, this is where it's all happening. You guys, Don moved these cars all the time. Nobody checked behind them. It's all behind them. These cars are connected to other cars. It's like there's something that goes inside the car. It's like a shell of a car. The process and circumstance and the stuff that they use is really, if they sat and spent a couple days just watching my videos, they'd be like, why didn't we see that? It's right here. They never checked it out. What they did was they waved to it from a distance. Candace did exactly what someone would do if you don't want them going over there. She used she used techniques that any real good psychiatrist would be like, okie dokie, we're going there. And no one did. Here in the doors, this is what's what I call the number 5 boxes. And they're built into the doors of that bus. Now let me tell you something, not to say that's the there's another bus there. I don't know. I do see another bus, and it's there. I don't know how I do, but I feel like there's pieces of a bus that's put over this bus, and it's part of how they get away with it. This part of the video, which is towards the end of this, I'm on page 13. I have to go to page 61. I really want you guys to pay attention to the photos that I'm showing you. I believe this is summer. That's what I have to say. The photos, trigger warning, because the photos that are being shown here are really graphic and not covered up. The purpose of me showing this to you is so you could get the feel of how real these are. Many times I have photos that are blurred. This is from 11 months ago. And the photos are the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children sacrifices. I know what the sacrifices look like. I know the elements of the sacrifices. I know them all. This is the one picture that comes from Plunder. Whoever this is was sacrificed, and I don't know who this is. This is exactly what it looks like when you're getting sacrificed. And this popped up. And trust me when I tell you, she didn't want this to pop up. I am calling this out for Plunder to figure out who this is. I'm not calling Plunder out. I am telling you, Plunder, that you need to answer to this. You need to answer to this picture. You need to answer to your subscribers to this picture. Is that Ethan? This was her talking about the Moscow killings. I don't know if that looks like Ethan, but this photo... Wait, let me get my charger and then I'll pull up Ethan. Wait, 1 second. Wait, I need my charger. this to me is a serious picture. It just is. Let me see. Idaho for Ethan. Oh, holy shit. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys. Look. This is Ethan. Oh. Oh my God, you guys. He has a cat thing stuck to his eye. Oh my God. My mouth's open. I didn't know. I just knew this was a serious picture. Oh no. You guys, look at the nose. That green stuff all over him is part of the sacrifice, by the way. I have a picture of like Andrew with it. It's part of what they do. Don't ask me why, but I'll show you here. This green stuff is part of what they do. Look. It's just part of the sacrifice. Summer has it. I wouldn't even know what to do with this. I guess it would have to be sent into the authorities for them to do facial recognition, because that is pretty damn close. Let me take a screenshot. Wow. Santa's coming out behind his neck. What are you thinking about that, Sassafras? It's not true what you're saying. Yeah, what's going to be on the, if this is in fact this guy, they're all connected like a sacrifice is what they are. Right, the more you follow, the more you understand. Oh my God. Let me just crop his face. I wasn't expecting that on page 1, page 15. Let me brighten it up a little just so I could get a good screenshot. He is definitely connected to the equipment. That I see. Oh my God. I just went down and opened up the picture. All the elements are there. This is Plunder. Look at all the elements on her desk. It's the maroon, the white, the blue, the yellow, number 5. All right, let me crop his face. And then you guys, I'm going to take a photo, but you guys also have to be advocates. You have to take a photo. You guys take a screenshot as well and send it in also. It can't just come from me. It has to be a team effort. So here. So snapshot, you guys, and send it into that Moscow email. And this comes from Plunder. That is amazing. That's amazing. The yellow face on the bottom. Cats are a part of this. Look what's happening to the cat. It's connected to his eyeballs, what it is. Here we go with Andrew, who is going to be showing all this information. I don't have much to say about him, to tell you the truth, because I just think the pictures speak for themselves. What you have here to the right is the metal box, the metal maroon box, that is part of where they sit. I'm going to start to fly through this, you guys. Let's see what I could do. So this is the maroon, this is the maroon box. Right here. And it's the same maroon box that you see in every damn thing I show. Here is the heart that it goes inside. I don't know what he's holding, but we see this. That's the heart. But give me one moment, you guys. All right, sorry about that. So this is the heart that goes in whatever that is, basically. Bobby D, tell me it isn't. Where's Chris Madonna? These are, again, photos that I know are very serious photos. This is deep fake. That's obviously not Andrew's face, but this is what they do. I'm showing you pictures that are the real of the real. This is the metal box that I'm always like, their head is on the side of the box. And this one here, let me change the color. I could sharpen it. I'm not going to brighten it, I'm going to sharpen it, so you have to kind of use your eyeballs to see the outside of this box. See it? This person's head is against it. Now it's not him. His face is covering whoever this is. And he's in the hole. This here is their logo. It shows up on people's faces that are completely bloody. I've seen it before. It's very common. This here is it's just brutal. And I am only going to show his stuff once. His stuff from 11 months ago is very easy to go look at and to recognize that these are all the sacrifices that I've been talking about. It goes around the neck. It's a hole in there. And he just used this is not him. What you see to the left is just a neck. And what you see to the right is the number 5 box connected to the head, which is what they do. But I'm showing these to you because it's important for me to have the authorities see that there are more photos out there than just the ones that are blurry. Because these are not blurry. These are obvious and they're clear. And the point being that I believe I see some Maroon is a real problem. This is happening. It's happening in, yep, there's wires, there's chains, and no one seems to want the truth to come out, not even the truth of the 4 students' car. That's the blue number 5 box. That is one of those sticks that I always talk about. It's a bloody stick. Either it's going through the side of the head, the ear. It goes somewhere on this side of the head. And this is going on and on and on and on and on. And for some reason, this kind of a torture and this kind of murder, no one wants to look. They want to look at it and say, Oh wow, that looks a little weird. That looks weird. That I don't understand that. The only thing you have to understand is this isn't normal. This isn't the normal thing that should be on Andrew's videos. Because the picture that you see all the way on top here is exactly the photo that I was showing you that Summer Moon looks like in her cylinder. This is what Summer Moon looks like in her cylinder. With all this coloring around her, it's the same coloring. The elements match, the color matches, the texture matches, the story matches, the people match. His son was with her the day that she was gone. There's no difference between that and this with Summer in her cylinder. It's the same damn thing. But the investigative reporting that is going on is not looking at it. They're not looking that this is the same because they're saying, oh, there's a head that I can't really make that out. Well, use your technology that you have to rip these videos apart and you will get it clearly. I'm not using anything. But why is it that he could keep going on YouTube channel and talking and he won't talk about this photo? This guy's in a cylinder. Just like Summer. You guys, it's just like her. This is Summer. And that looks like freaking his face. That's either Tim Mullen or someone. But why couldn't it be his face? Someone's face is with hers. She's not alone. She's not alone. Whoever is with her put her in this situation. But you don't see this being talked about or reviewed. No. No. This is what's going on in this dungeon. This is what's going, and that isn't even Andrew. We don't know who that is. Take a look. Don't know. And they don't care. That's the logo. This is all happening somewhere. These are people that we don't know who they are, but they're people that no longer exist because no one came to their rescue. They are going through the same thing as every case that I discuss here. this person is in that same headlock that everyone winds up in. It's a whole group, you guys. It's a whole group. Yes, there a few of these look like Don Wells. A few of them do look like Don. The bottom one looks like Benny with that thing in his head. This is the one that I thought was Don Wells. Now, again, if the authorities really want to know if it's Don Wells, they're the ones who could do facial recognition, because that is the exact material that Summer Moon Wells winds up laying in. It's not Andrew. And it's not Andrew. And look at the fishies. Look what's going on around him. It's the same thing I've been showing you guys from Summer. This is all the same. This is all the same stuff. Ooh, let me turn this. When you turn this, kind of looks like it matches right here. See how Don has another face coming out? It also looks pretty common to this one. This photo here also holds the head that's bald. And it's the same material. You guys, this is the same material that he's laying on. That's not Andrew. That's not Andrew in the corner. It's someone with a wig on. Oh my God. Take a picture of this. I'm not done yet. Are you going to sleep? Yeah. Now? Okay, I'll be done like in 10 minutes. Sorry guys, got a lot going on here. This is very interesting. All right, let me take a snapshot of this. Not like it's going to make a difference for anyone, but I'll keep it. Wow. And we'll keep watching that. Oh, look at the ear. So here's more of his photos. Looks like a woman on the bottom. All of these show the different situations that the people go through during these tortures is what this shows. This is what the people go through. You need to really look. The more I look, the more I see frickin' summer. I've never noticed these colors that he has here. Seriously. Look at the guy's face all the way to the left. This one. Let me sharpen it. I always say, I don't like to brighten or sharpen things until we're live, because many a times it creates the photo to look crazy. So this is obviously not him. This to me is I've never I went on to, remember I said I'm just going on and I'm not going to say much because I really don't have much to say. The truth of the matter is, it's just showing itself. It's showing itself. There's so many people in here. So we have seen this before. How the heads are they have this thing on the head. Moon had the same thing. KIELYRODNI had the same thing. That's what's on the head. I'm not blowing up the middle picture because it looks like pornography to me, so I'm going past it. These photos here, they just worsen. They're two different faces, and this is how they do deep fake. These are people that are going through the sacrifice. And this video did not cover anything up. They thought they did, but they didn't. This here also is not Andy. This is the stuff that the authorities could figure that out. I don't do that. Like, that's for them to figure out, because I can't do anything with it. I'm not the authorities. I could only show you this. They're the ones who could do something with it. The picture all the way to the left is pretty creepy. But it might be creepy, but it's the truth. And I'm proving a point here tonight. I'm proving a point that I'm showing all this shit, and I'm proving a point that nothing's going to be done about it. Trust me, people look at this. They look over here. Send the pictures in. Send them in, especially the one that looks like Ethan. Send in these pictures of these people being brutalized. You'll see. Just do it as a test. Just do it as a test. Like, we don't know who that is. Look at this. Do yourself a little test. Send this stuff in. Send the picture that you believe is Don and Summer. Send the picture in that you believe is Ethan. And send in the pictures that these people are getting their eyeballs taken out. And then tomorrow you'll tell me if anyone did anything. Look how bad this is. It's pretty shitty. Look at this. It's pretty shitty, you guys. This is what I wanted to go over, and I actually think one of the biggest things that came out of this tonight is that just might be Ethan. Look at this. Stick in his eyeball. The mask over his face. This is the maroon mask that gets wrapped over the faces. This is the metal bar that goes around their head. Here he is about to sit in the machine. The thing around his neck. This goes on and on. The kitty cat, by the way, has a thumb sticking out of its ear. Don't ask me why. All of this is stuck on people's faces. Their mouth, their eyes, their neck, their head. There's the 3 little prick thing that rakes the body. You can't see it well, but their heads are covered in white. That's a woman's hand. That's not even his hand up by his face. They're coming out of a hole in the ground. His head is coming out of a hole in the ground. They always have shit on their face. This here shows a muzzle, and many a times you see these muzzles on their faces, actually a lot. And again, this reminds me of Don, but don't know. This is one of the very last things. Those are, this I'll show you tomorrow. It's like a head with a, almost like spider like antennas on the bottom, and it's got the green face on top. He's dressed like Ernie. This is how Ernie dresses in his videos. Again, it looks like Don. There's a lot going on here. So these things that I'm showing you are photos that I need you to remember. So when you see a photo that it looks like they have that thing on their head, they have that thing on their head. They're showing it to you. And I want you to remember this pattern, this water-like seaweed pattern. This guy has the eyeball remover thing on his eye, and then he shows the eyeball coming out. This is Andrew Hilt's video. It's his video. You could go over there at any time and look at his videos. They all look the same. They all look the same. I mean, the most difficult part in this whole entire journey is to look. If you start looking and understanding it, you will see what is going on. And the authorities that keep us safe and are here to keep our children safe, and our world safe, refuse to look. They will not look. You have no idea how much I have sent in. None. Every photo is worse than the next. And nothing. This here is the country in which we live in. He's having a dandy old time. Oh, he's having dandy old time. While we try to figure out what the fuck to do with all this. This photo tonight as well as this photo are extremely important pictures. And this is what needs to be recognized. Out of everything that we went over tonight, these two photos, this one, take a picture, send it in. And this one. Take a picture of this and send it in. On that note, you guys, I am calling it quits. Thank you all for being here. You're always really the most incredible group of people that help me get through working all these cases each day. May justice come tomorrow. May something change tomorrow. May they realize that that car is totally fake news, and that maybe possibly we have a match between Summer and Don, and between Ethan and Plunder. God bless you. Thank you for being here. Thank you to my mods. Have a wonderful rest of the night, or have a fabulous day, a day ahead. Good night, guys.